Hello, everybody, and welcome to The Truth with the Tech Boy Show. All right, we have so much to get to today. The first subject that we're going to be talking about is modesty. Now, modesty is a hot topic here in evangelical world over on X. I'm always debating people about it, and it's been discussed once again because different gates are getting brought up from Layla, the XOF girl who is now posting videos of herself eating and cooking cinnamon rolls. It's always cake or cinnamon rolls or calendars with these people. Of course, speaking of calendars, the new 2025 calendar from Calendar Gate fame just dropped. It is 2025 after all. And we also have this new advertisement coming up from Carl's Jr. What is it with these people and C's, Carl's Jr., Cake Gate, Calendar Gate, cinnamon rolls? I mean, do you guys like anything else? I mean, how about you try D, donuts? Anyway, we have so much to get to today. So first, let's start with the ad from Carl's Jr. Carl's Jr. is a burger company here in the United States of America. Apparently, I've never been to Carl's Jr. I don't even care about Carl's Jr., but it is a part of American culture now, so we have to talk about that today. So it is. It's a Super Bowl ad from Carl's Jr. Let's find out what Megyn Kelly has to say about that.
Fallaciousness. I am happy to tell you it's back in Super Bowl ads. And I think America is just fine with that. Now, I do think it's interesting. You get a preview. The big game is this Sunday. It's going to be Chiefs versus Eagles.
Hopefully the Chiefs win.
And these things can be a bit of a cultural touchstone, right? Like, just where are we as a nation? They are removing from the end zone the end racism sign.
Which is great. Racism's dead. It's overcooked. It's done.
That's big, right? Because we've been subjected to those lectures from the NFL for 4 going on 5 years now. They are not eliminating the so-called Black national anthem. We're going to have that thing, which is divisive in this context. Yes, it is.
Anyway, they should eliminate that. Yes, it's divisive. We can have an entire episode about that, or I'll just tag it on to the end of this episode. But let's continue.
But they're doing it. We are going to get a halftime interview of President Trump, unlike Joe Biden, who wouldn't sit for one because he couldn't. Trump has weighed in on the Super Bowl, where he will be attending. And let me see if I can find what he said. He posted 2 great quarterbacks in this game, also an unbelievable running back, and the absolute best tight end in football. Now, we think that's a reference to Saquon Barkley on the Eagles and Travis Kelce on the Chiefs. Okay. Incredible coaching. If they would only get rid of that really weird-looking new kickoff deal, which actually makes football more dangerous, there's some new kickoff at the NFL, they would be doing everybody, especially the fans, a big favor. Okay. Anyway, it will be a great game. I'll be doing the interview before the game at 3 p.m. There hasn't been one in 4 years. Gee, I wonder why. Okay, so that's Trump. And then you tell me, like all over Twitter the past 2 weeks, anything that happens, you see like a Trump thing or Trump dance or, girls celebrating Trump, and you see the line, "We are so back. We are so back." That's kind of how I feel looking at this Carl.
So yeah, anyway, yes, we are so back. And then of course we have some people pushing back saying, no, we're not so back. See, we're not so back. So I want you guys to look at this ad, and then I'm going to tell you what I think.
Carl's Jr. ad. We are so back. It's featuring.
Everyone's going to be a hot mess after.
We only see some influencer, which again,
the big game. Been there, done that. And I've got just what you need to cure that post-party bug. The Carl's Jr. Hangover Burger. Egg, double bacon. Yeah, you need that double bacon. Charbroiled beef, hash browns, cheese, and sauce. Just the way I like it. And guess what? It's free the day after the big game. You just have to download the Carl's Jr. app and sign up for my rewards. So get your free hangover burger.
All right, that's enough of that. Anyway, and then, of course, Megyn Kelly's going to go in and analyze that. I'll link the video down in the description so you guys can go hear her analysis. But, I mean, first of all, people are criticizing this advertisement and saying it's a good advertisement. From an aesthetic standpoint, like from cinematography, whatever, it doesn't really seem that good of an advertisement. It's just, and the outfit was, I didn't think the outfit was good, in my opinion, but whatever. But people are saying that this advertisement is going to cause men to lust over her, and I frankly disagree with that. Now, first of all, I don't really see how that could happen. I don't really think that's going to be happening. And second of all, how are we supposed to determine what's going to happen? Now, remember, the Super Bowl is going to be broadcast. Oh, can I say that? The game is going to be broadcast to millions of people. So yes, it is potentially possible that some people will lust over her. It's also potentially possible that could have happened no matter what she was wearing, right? So what are we supposed to take a survey? Oh, do you lust over this? Yes, no, what? And if it's over 50%, no, you can't wear that. No, yes, you can. I don't think so. I don't think that's how this works. All right. Second of all, according to Got Questions, it's a toss-up issue. It's a gray area, and this is America, right? You have the American flag behind me, and this logo here with the U.S. flag font. In America, right? Here's my philosophy, right? If it's not explicitly condemned by Got Questions, then go for it, right? We have the freedom to do that. That's what it means to be an American, right? And anyway, um, apparently this is people like this kind of thing. Now, I didn't really like the advertisement that much. I've never been to a Carl's Jr., but look, people like this kind of thing. This is America, the land of the comeback, right? And we're going to be coming back. We're going to be turning back the tides of culture. And if you don't like this, then evangelicals can line up and they can counterculture it. But it's not even in the culture yet. So we have to mainstream it first before you can start going out and protesting it, right? But this is American culture, and there might be some aspects of it that you might personally disagree with, but American culture would be, the cheerleader dating the quarterback, driving a gas guzzling sports car, freedom, patriotism, the comeback story of the ages. Only in America could you get images like this. Hopefully you guys can see this on the screen. Only in America can you see images like this, where you have the president of the United States over here making McDonald's after being shot at, being a felon, and then working his way up. We are the land of the comeback, and I think this ad demonstrates a comeback for American culture, according to what people are saying. And since it is a comeback for American culture, I think we should stay it. I think we should celebrate it. I think that, like Megyn Kelly said, it is a touchstone. The game is a touchstone of American culture. And I think we should promote it. We should love it. And look, like I said, there's going to be some things in it that you may not like. Some of the evangelicals may disagree with having the bikinis. I say it's okay. Like I said, American culture is like the cheerleader dating quarterback. Of course, I'm going to disagree with that. I'm against teenage dating, but look, it's American culture. We are America. We're the best country, greatest country in the world, in the only country where we can have a comeback like this. So I say, let it stay. Let it stay. And evangelicals, right, they can come together, they can say, no, we don't want this, and they can create their own culture. That's what it's all about. It's basically the capitalism of culture. We can come together and have this free change of ideas, and it's freedom, it's patriotic, it's courage, it's might. So I say, let it stay. And this is essentially an image of what my politics would be, right? I support the calendars, I support the cinnamon rolls, and I support the cakes. So cake gate, cinnamon roll gate, calendar gate, all fine in my book. All right, now speaking of one more thing, we have to talk about what Nayla Ray was doing. People were thinking about that there was something off about this, and I think that people are really reading into some things just a bit too much. Like I said, in this entire modesty thing, like you can say that we've gone too far as a culture, and yeah, maybe. Like we had that whole thing at the Grammys with the lady walking around naked. Of course, that was wrong. But I think now that we're going so back, yes, we are so back, and we're going to be promoting this culture. I think it's totally fine, and you can have some pushback. But I think some of this pushback might be some sort of jealousy. Maybe it's some people just reading into some sort of things too much. But let's show this on the screen and see what you guys think about this, because I want to comment on the situation as well, because it is my job. Anyway, hope you guys can see this on the screen. Here are the cinnamon rolls. Like I said, it's always the C's, never anything B, D, E, F, G. Always cake, cinnamon rolls, or calendars. Let's go. Oh my gosh, why is it music? Okay, gotta mute that. Also interesting how like this woman's getting popular just by making baking videos. Okay, great, we get it. She's cooking. Anyway, people got so mad about this video, especially about the part like they were making little frames of all the things that they thought was suggestive of something. I don't know what it's suggesting, but they got really, really mad about her licking the spoon. Like people got extremely. Let's see if I can find the freeze of her licking the spoon. Which I want to say, have you people never licked a spoon before? Like what? Like, hey guys, we're gonna be licking the spoon. Oh, no, that's suggestive. That's wrong. That's immoral. That's in my. Are you people insane? What? Licking the spoon is suggestive? What is walking suggestive now too? Which kind of brings you whole back to this whole modesty debate, right? With the whole thing. Oh, if you dress like that, then people are gonna lust after you. Like, no matter how you dress, some random person, especially if you're going to be broadcasting to millions and millions of people on TV, are going to probably lust after you. It's a sin that some people struggle with. So, and I also really don't see how people are going to be lusting over like what? Anyway, oh wow, she has legs, people. I'm shocked. Wow, wow, she licked a spoon. Call in the National Guard. Like I think it's people obsessed is what I sometimes say. All right, on to the next topic for our podcast, Israel. As you guys know, we did an entire episode about how, Christians stand with Israel, etc., and people, of course, are going to come after me for that, yada, yada, yada. That's going to be in the next segment about all these people who freaked out. I honestly didn't know that there was a whole bunch of Germans over on X that loved their motherland. 37 million of them, apparently, or 1,000 of them, apparently, sorry. That all got mad at me for one innocuous post. Anyway, Israel. These people, stupid conspiracy theorists, think that they control the world for some reason, which is utterly insane. Okay, insane. Like if they actually did, which they don't. Okay. It has got to be the worst, the absolute worst control of the world that has ever happened on Earth. Like they have got to be the dumbest controlling people on Earth. All right, let's look at a map of where Israel is, so you guys remember where it is. All right, this is a map of Israel here on Google Earth, and as you can see, and what has happened in multiple wars all over the time. Got Egypt and Jordan and some rivals up to the north. This has got to be the absolute worst spot to put a country on planet Earth if you're trying to control the world. You put it smack dab in the middle of all your enemies. Right? You have nothing here. You put it in the middle of a desert. Smack dab in the middle of all your enemies. And you only take like something the size of New Jersey. New Jersey. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay. You'll be like, oh, they control the media. They control the world. Yes, everyone knows how you can control the media in the world from New Jersey, but in the desert, surrounded by your enemies. Like, they don't have time to control anything. When you have rockets and missiles barraging you every day from all sides. People wanting to invade you, especially in the early days. 1948, which, some random country comes together, 1948, takes over this tiny strip of desert, and is at war for like 90% of its entire existence, and apparently they can control the world. Yeah, no, are you people insane? Like, it is literally the worst spot on Earth to put a country if you want it to control it. A, you have no allies literally anywhere on this map. B, you're like the size of New Jersey. C, your closest ally is like oceans and oceans and oceans away. D, you're in the middle of the desert, okay? In the middle of the freaking desert. And if you actually believe that you could take over the world and that you can control the world, then, I don't know, pick some South American country. Look, pick an actual spot where it'd be better for you to control the world, but they didn't. Why? Because A, God promised this land to them, and B, they're not trying to control the world. And then you have these other insane conspiracy theories, like space lasers, which apparently they have possession of. They haven't used it to, I don't know, wipe out the enemies around them. No, they used it to start random fires in California, which is like starting a rainstorm in the rainforest. No one's going to know that you did it, and yeah, you didn't even take responsibility for it. And somehow they're able to put satellites into the air that can beam fire from Earth, from the middle of the desert, with all the enemies always watching them, always launching rockets at them. And somehow, the most powerful nations on Earth couldn't notice that someone was launching rockets up into the sky that could beam down fire and take out every country on Earth. Yeah, no, I don't buy that theory. Okay, in C, if they control the media, they do an absolutely terrible, terrible job at it. Horrid, actually. First of all, I'm not getting my paychecks, so there's that. They haven't paid off anyone. Again, because they don't have time for that, seeing as they're surrounded by enemies that launch rockets at them all the time. And B, on October 7th, after the terrorist attacks and people got kidnapped and killed, you have people over here in the United States protesting, burning their flag. You have student news outlets all being one-sided for Palestine. You have people running around, saying RAPE is self-defense. And you have all these people protesting, violent protests even, illegal protest, a whole bunch of anti-Semitic hate speech on campuses, inciting riots. I'm a free speech advocate, but I mean, they were actually inciting riots, harassing, insulting the Jewish students. And the media was mostly complicit. They were okay with that. In fact, especially some of the student news outlets, were fine, actively promoting that. And guess what? Nothing happened. Literally nothing happened. I think, sure, Harvard's president had to resign, but, she was also a plagiarist. So, again, really, really bad at controlling the media when you have people at America's top institutions plagiarizing their work and siding with the other team. So what we have learned here is that if they are controlling the world, they're doing an absolutely terrible, horrendous job at it. Because they picked a terrible spot to put it, surrounded by their enemies, in the middle of the desert, their closest allies, thousands and thousands of miles away. And they only carved out a piece of land the size of New Jersey. They somehow, if this technology even exists, which it doesn't, launched technology that could bypass all the radar systems of all the major powers and superpower in the world. And then they just wasted it to burn up a tree in the forest. And apparently the control of the media wasn't able to stop people from inciting riots and being violent. Yeah, I'm not going to buy that theory. I'm not going to buy that theory. Right? But according to people, commenters even on the internet, I'm Jewish. I ran a poll. 50% of people said I was Jewish. Even though I've repeatedly said, I'm Christian, I'm evangelical, I'm a Christian. Evangelical, non-denominational, I'm Christian. It's utterly ridiculous. And here's the comment that apparently ticked off all these people. I had 2 comments that went absolutely viral here. And I ticked off these frogs, these racist people who use these frog emoticons, Pepe the Frog, profile pictures. And they're obsessed. I said, in response to Reddit lies, no, we being the United States, didn't commit war crimes against Germany. Now, History Vavrek says, yes, we did, according to PO'd up prisoners of war. I don't believe that we did, right? But we can believe different things. She was nice. She didn't insult me. Apparently, these people were all down here. All these people in the comments are the only reason I'm going to keep standing by this statement, right? If they were nice and had a good faith discussion, instead of calling for my literal death, I believe one commenter said, not here, but another time, that the Orthodox and the Catholics will fight over who gets to kill me and burn me at the stake first. How nice. But this post went absolutely viral, 37.7 thousand views. that we committed war crimes, which we didn't. And they kept whining about the civilians that apparently died. They kept insulting me. Okay, so some of these people are semi-rational, but they keep going on and on and on about the good news of Germany. Right? They even doubted the legitimacy of the Holocaust. They even, posted images like this. They kept insulting me like this. They said that the Jews controlled them, that I'm a traitor to a foreign flag, that we that the Italians, and that I was a war criminal and essentially defending the state of Israel. This had nothing to do with Israel, by the way. Israel wasn't even a country in 1945, for goodness sake. And this is utterly ridiculous. And you guys can go and read through this thread, but I mean, utter vile, hateful insults. I have to go scroll all the way down to them, and I just kept clicking. I'm like, whatever, don't care, because these people keep thinking that and they also keep thinking that insulting me, calling me names and giving me threats to my life, calling me a quote genocidal fake Christian, is actually going to affect me. And I actually care what some random frog on the internet has to say. They had so many comments rolling in that I missed them. I actually missed comments. Insane. They even deleted my account. They deleted accounts. They said I was a Jewish infiltrator. They started posting stuff from 4chan. They called me all sorts of mean and hateful names. And here's what I have to tell to these people. I don't care. I really don't. I really, really could care less. Go yap elsewhere, and thank you for your contribution that you've done to me. I mean, you absolutely boosted my engagement rate, so I went back and trolled them back. I said thank you, and may God bless Israel. Look at this. The engagement rate. Normally, around 700, 300. Boosted to 2,737 just on Thursday, February 6th combined. So anyway, what an absolute actual troll. And finally, before we get to our last comment of the day, I have to say that when we are turning the culture back, like I said, with the bikinis and the Carl's Jr. stuff, and people making mistakes. In America, we are the country, the land of the free, the home of the brave. I believe that you should be free to wear a bikini if you want to. I believe that you shouldn't be afraid of inciting lust in the general populace. However, if someone comes to you and says, hey, look, this causes me to lust, then I don't think you should wear it around. That's my general stance on modesty. We are the land of the free and home of the brave. In America, we're the land where we can make mistakes. The only land where we can come back. America loves the comeback story. Down by 10 points at halftime, and you come back and win the Super Bowl. And then you come back and win it again. And again. And again. And again. And again. You down by multiple points, you come back, you throw the game-winning touchdown pass. Walk off, field goal. 13 seconds. And now this has led to, racist, apparently, guy named Big Balls in the government, helping to root out corruption. And America just loves that, because we are the land of the free, land of the comeback story. And that is our culture. Land of the free and home of the brave. And one last comment. Scott Pressler went viral for having a picture of him and some other quote-unquote conservative being gay. Isabella Maria DeLuca defended him. Don't insult her. I agree with her most of the time. So guys, go be nice. In fact, in that article where I criticized her for wearing a bikini, I said, look, it's okay to wear a bikini. This is my stance for you. Just not now, because we don't want all this turmoil. We have an election to win. But we won. So now it's time for us to enjoy our culture and go back. So yeah, enjoy your Carl's Jr. commercial. Enjoy your supercar. And enjoy your former domestic terrorist tweets. Anyway, I commented being gay is a sin, and people apparently got mad at me for saying that being gay was a sin, and that it was God's problem to judge, not ours. No, it's not. No, it's not. I can call out sin when I see it. I can call out sin when I see it to anyone and everyone. And if someone thinks that I'm sinning, then they can call me out too, right? You don't have to be perfect to not call it sin. To call it sin. It's not that hard. Call it out. It's wrong. It's in the Bible. And we should care. We are conservatives. We are the Republican Party. Just because it loses us elections doesn't mean it's not important. Ban it. Abolish it. It's wrong and it's sin. And one last thing for the Black National Anthem, which is a very annoying song. Like, they have to sing it at church, etc., etc. Why do you guys need a national anthem? And especially, why do you need it sang at the Super Bowl? It's ridiculous. It's not part of American culture. We should criticize that. Because yes, it's some nice hymn, whatever, but you don't need a national anthem. The United States national anthem is, I believe, to be the greatest national anthem in the world. It's an actually good anthem, and it encompasses all Americans, not just some race. And that's what I have to say about that. You people are worshiping blackness above all else, and it's stupid. It's stupid, and it's wrong, so I say, ban it now. Ban gay marriage, and ban the Black National Anthem from being performed at the Super Bowl.